My name is John Bohman. I'm the Director of Sales Enablement, Operations, and Business Development at Spok. I have been a customer for Highspot for 6+ years. Spok is a healthcare communications company, so we serve primarily hospitals and health systems, helping them communicate better within their organizations. So some of our most critical go-to-market initiatives this year involve bringing on new prospects and servicing our existing customers to help them get the most out of our solutions. And how we're using Highspot to help us with those is the sharing of the right content to the right people at the right time, and then on the back end being able to see who's engaging, when are they engaging, how does this affect, our next step in the sales process, and even post-sales. We've really started to use Highspot in kind of newer areas, almost like a customer success, and just helping almost white glove treat some of our best clients using digital sales rooms and some other elements of Highspot. We use Highspot to support our sales kickoffs and other key events really throughout the entire year. It's our central spot. When new reps get onboarded, they know everything we point to is in Highspot, so it kind of establishes that as a source of truth for us in sales, and then it just continues on through their journey at our company. So at certain events, we're going to do some hands-on workshop training, maybe it's with new features or refresher training. We like to highlight people that have used it in a really beneficial way. So kind of the best practices, and then it's always, again, we post marketing collateral, of course, but it's a lot of the internal training stuff. We use Highspot for that as well. Having Highspot there to help with our enablement and drive, predictable revenue growth is key, because we have the right branded materials that they need to, bring on new clients, but also then, keep them, educate them and everything, and train them moving forward. It's our central spot. I mean, there's other resources and ways we communicate, but it all points back to Highspot as this is where your content lives. External plus internal training materials as well. So when we use Highspot for sales plays, we pull together, what they need to know before they can sell something. And we really have adopted that framework. So then whether you're a brand new rep and you're getting up to speed with our products and how to sell it and who to sell it to, or we have a lot of experienced sellers too. And even they need a central go-to one-stop shop of here's all the materials you need, whether it's your email templates or pitch styles, digital sales rooms now, or the brochures, PowerPoints, it's all there. So then they know where to go, and we can continually keep that up to date, dynamic, and it helps ultimately us get more of the sales in those product lines that we want to purposely grow. That's the initiative. We're trying to grow this. That's why we made a sales play for it. So it really kind of aligns with the leadership as well. So when it comes to content management, Highspot's our go-to. And even since we talked a couple years ago, one area that we've improved at is keeping things clean, and that sometimes involves archiving content that hasn't been viewed or used in a while. And there's different reports and stuff that I've worked with my Highspot, customer success team to hone in on that and do it on a more regular basis than we ever have. That results then in our users of Highspot finding what they need quicker, because there's less clutter, right? If it wasn't being used, it's not effective after a certain time frame, evaluate it. But if we don't need it, then get it out of the way. And that's really helped us out. So then we can funnel up or bubble up the right stuff at the right time. So far in Highspot, we've taken advantage of AI to help provide descriptions for our content. It's pretty accurate and makes things very fast. That we used to not really have a lot of descriptions just because it took that much extra time. So in particular, the marketing team is really, I think, taking advantage of that quite a bit. And then, we have, used AI to help with crafting some email messages, and again, some other ways, that we've just started to get into that have proven to be pretty effective. So we're excited to see where we can take advantage of that even more moving forward. Using Highspot to today, I think we've really upped our game with how we use it with onboarding new hires. And again, they've got everything they need just at their fingertips, and it really sets them up for success to know the products that we sell, the audience, previously recorded maybe sales trainings, like we're learning from some of the best within our organization and resharing that out to others that might need that training. And then the other area that we've kind of grown with Highspot is the digital sales rooms. So we've been able to utilize that in not every single opportunity, but in some of the key ones. And it has been a factor in some of our biggest sales in the last couple of years. So that's really been impactful for us. Our adoption of some of the features and functions of Highspot isn't like 100% across the board with our team, but we've found that taking the time to meet with a rep who's really interested and then helping them create maybe a custom digital sales room or meet them where they're at with a certain deal, then they find a lot of value in it. And then what we've done is then share that back with the team after the success. So like, hey, let me point to what good or great looks like here, and that usually spawns another couple people like, hey, can you help me over here and do the same thing? And so we're actually getting better at repeating that process so that it can be more valuable to more of our users. For us, Highspot has been a great partner. The customer success team, even just how you put on events. During COVID, your virtual events, by far the best virtual events I saw with anyone during COVID. And it just kind of carried through. Now we're out of that phase. We can meet in person and do events like Spok, and that is just refreshing. So even though I might not be your biggest customer, I feel just as important as anyone here, and I appreciate that.